Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony. I am joined today by my co-host, Mr. Awesome, and our very special guest. Well, here we are for Tiger Talks Wrestling. We're a little early today, but we got a lot to cover, fellas. So we're going to jump right in. Joined today by the reigning TikTok champion, the almighty Shazam. John, welcome in.
How's it going?
Going good. And we're also joined today by apparently made in the USA, Lex Luger.
How you doing?
And
all right, I let my phone go.
Good. So, we got 3 this weekend that we're going to do our predictions for. Kick off, of course, with the first one that will be on the air tomorrow afternoon. It'll be over by this time tomorrow, more than likely. Night of Champions. First thing to mention, it hasn't been made official, but there's a rumor out there that this match could happen on the kickoff show tomorrow. It's a match that's happening on SmackDown tonight, but it's still rumored to take place at the kickoff show because apparently LA Knight's way over with the Saudi crowd.
Yeah.
So, there's talk of doing LA Knight versus Rick Boogs. I didn't see the press conference, but I was reading on social media that when Triple H was talking earlier during the press conference, every time he'd finish a sentence, instead of the what, the Saudi crowd would give him the yeah. If that match is to take place during the kickoff show, I know from spoilers what SmackDown, but I'm not going to spoil that for anybody who doesn't. I feel like LA Knight will probably pick up that win if it's Knight and Boogs in the kickoff show, like it's rumored to happen.
For sure. I mean, there's no doubt about that one.
Oh, yeah, LA Knight, definitely.
We got the bigger plans in store for him, I feel like, than anybody for the most part. All right. Now here's for this. Whoop, go to there. Now into the main show. Now, there's a lot of rumors that a different match could end up kicking off the show, but this is the first one we're going to talk about. Because I could easily see this one starting the show, but who knows? All right, the rematch. You got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who, of course, has a broken arm, going up against the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Well, I feel like Cody performs a lot better when he's injured.
Yeah.
Well,
but we're not talking about Seth Rollins as your part. We're talking about the Beast who smells blood. But like Cody said, he's coming for Brock. I feel like this is just another stepping stone. It'll have a weird finish, but Cody's going to end up winning somehow.
okay. What do you got, Eddie?
Well, I got Cody winning because he has to finish the story and all that. But yeah, I got Cody winning in some bizarre way in Saudi because the last time Brock was there, he lose to Bobby Lashley?
You might be right. I'd have to
Yeah.
look.
Wasn't that when he kicked them below the belts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, no offense. I want this feud done and over with as quick as possible.
No, Brock actually won. He beat Bobby.
Did he?
With that fluke. Yeah, that was that fluke win pretty much that he got over Lashley when Lashley had him in the hurt lock and he got the pinfall out of the hurt lock.
Yeah, I don't care who wins this. I think it's time to move on. But in my prediction, it's going to be Cody, but it needs to end.
I mean, I could see this potentially going one more match at SummerSlam if the other option doesn't happen that Cody is supposedly supposed to face at SummerSlam, which isn't Roman Reigns, by the way.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But
I'm not believing it till I see it.
The reports now are coming out that it's supposed to be Cody versus Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam. So
okay, you know I can go for that.
Yeah, I would too.
If Bray's not good to go, then it'll be Brock again. So my pick for this one's actually going to be different than your guys's because I feel like you got a new World Heavyweight Champion that's going to be crowned at this show in Night of Champions in Saudi. You need a heel to be a contender, viable contender going into Money in the Bank. Brock Lesnar, I feel like, gets the win here over an injured Cody Rhodes and goes on to face the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I hate to go against Cody because Cody's been so good since he's come back to WWE. He's lost only one match, but
I can't wait to hear the Saudi crowd hit that whoa.
I know, right? So we're going to move that for a second until I get the match set up that I want next. Definitely going to be something special. Wow, I didn't realize they did that. All right, next match to talk about. It's a Raw match, but it's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You got Mommy, Rhea Ripley, defending against Natalya in a match that hasn't really had hardly any build towards it, honestly.
I'm going to sum this match up with a prediction in 2 words. Squash match.
I can see that.
You got 2 women's matches. One is going to be a squash match.
3 women's matches, thank you.
Okay, 2 women's title matches.
Okay, there you go.
One's going to be a squash match.
Yes, I agree.
Because the main one that's not a title match is going to get a lot of time. And
they should.
The other one's got the better story.
Yeah, out of these 2, the 2 title matches anyway.
Yeah.
What do you got, Eddie? Oh, well, while he's figured out, I agree with you. I got Rhea Ripley retaining the SmackDown Women's title here in a pretty dominant fashion. And then we'll go from there. Eddie's talking, but I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Hey, peeps, you need to go that way.
Trying to figure out his mic, maybe? He's having some mic issues? Nope. We lost him for a sec. He says, I got no sound. I had to get out and reboot. Okay. So we'll bring him back in a little bit. I'll let him get his prediction in there when he gets back in, but I think I'm going to move on otherwise. There's a lot to cover.
Can you hear me?
You know, Eddie? Yeah, we can hear you. At least I can.
I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry about that.
See him yet?
Yeah, sorry about that. My sound just went. Yeah.
That's all good.
I'm going with Mommy. No offense. This is only a match so that whoever wins the Raw Women's Championship match is going to switch titles eventually. It needs to. Natalya gets another title shot.
Freeze frame. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do a title slap, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Mommy. She's going to win.
All right, agreed with that. Move on to the next one. Yeah, Mustafa Ali, who, if you didn't see his Twitter post from the other day, you guys should go out of your way and check it out because it was the best promo I've ever seen from Ali, to be perfectly honest. Him claiming that if he can't win the championship here, then perhaps he doesn't belong in WWE because he's never been a champion, and his story's always been the ultimate underdog. There are rumored to be cuts coming soon, so I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Ali maybe is on the chopping block, but who knows? We'll see. Anyway, you got Ali versus the ever-dominant Intercontinental Champion Gunther for the Intercontinental title.
I feel like this is going to be a good match.
Yeah.
You're going to see some stuff because I think Ali's going to do some stuff that he doesn't usually do against a big man like Gunther. Right. It's going to be an actual match. But I still think no matter how you look at it, no matter what angle, the ring general retains.
Yeah, I'd agree. I don't see Gunther dropping the Intercontinental Championship to Ali of all people, honestly. No offense to Ali, but
I wanted to see Gunther versus Bronson.
Wouldn't that have been something?
Yeah, I know.
I think what they're going to lead to, though, from what we've seen over the last few weeks, is Gunther versus Matt Riddle going into probably Money in the Bank.
I'd still prefer Gunther versus Bronson.
I would agree with that, but I feel like that's the route they're going is Riddle. Eddie's apparently having some technical difficulties. We'll get him back in here. We'll get his predictions as we go along. Buster Boy was supposed to be in here too, not in video-wise, but he's probably thinking we didn't start yet. That's okay, though. The next match, again, SmackDown match, but for the Raw Women's Championship, you got the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, versus the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, as Bianca continues her 400-plus day reign as Raw Women's Champion now. Rematch from WrestleMania.
You know, I feel like a title will change hands in Saudi. And I feel like if it's if it is any title, I feel like this is the most logical.
I'd agree.
And because with the mist factor, you can still make Bianca look strong even in a loss. So I would say Asuka is going to be your new Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown.
Nice, interesting way to put it. I personally still wish they'd do so much more with this rivalry because I still don't feel like we've gotten enough of Asuka's heel turn, if you will, out of this. I mean, she missed it her once, and then last week she missed when she went for the mist. The build up to both matches for these two women, I feel like, has been crappy for the most part, and their match at WrestleMania left so much on the table that they could have done so much better. I felt like hopefully this will be better. When it's all said and done, man, I still want to agree with you, but it's so hard to go against Bianca right now. I'd rather see Asuka win it, but I'm picking Bianca to retain here. Maybe even through some disqualification or something like that, but I'm going to go with Bianca winning. But yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm going with Bianca. This program has gone nowhere. And I got Bianca. And I just want to ask, do we all agree that Gunther is going to beat Mustafa Ali?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just want to know.
Yep. All right. Moving along. Whoops, I think they're the other way. Yep. So the next match is what could potentially be the main event, but I'm going with it now. So the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match is you got Solo Sikoa and, of course, your undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, facing off against Sami Zayn and KO, Kevin Owens, for the tag team titles.
I have seen so many different rumor scenarios for this match.
Same.
From the Usos costing the Bloodline, from the Wild Samoans' appearance helping the Bloodline win.
Oh, that'd be different.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good way to do it. But
yeah.
Let's be realistic here. I love the new Quebecers. I love them. But the only way this match ends where they keep the title is either Solo's going to get pinned or Roman's going to get pinned, or there's going to be a count out or a disqualification. That means someone's going to have to get involved. And that's going to happen. I don't know who. I'm going to hope it's the Usos because, damn, it needs to be Jey and Jimmy Uso just getting in there and saying, no, screw you, Roman. It's a retain for the Quebecers.
What you got, Eddie?
I do too. You know, how many titles can you put on Roman Reigns? I mean, I gotta see Sammy. I mean, this is Sammy's debut in Saudi. I mean, it's a big
Kevin's.
And Kevin's, and it's a big thing for both of them. And you know, no offense, Roman don't need a title, right? He don't need titles. You know, the one that's really odd out of it is Solo, but I don't think he's ready for that major push yet. You know, so I'm going with the new Quebecers.
So again, I know what happened on SmackDown tonight, and we'll see it here in a little while. But I just feel like I agree with you guys. Something's got to happen. The Usos, have to be pissed at Roman, whether they want to show it or not, since Roman took this match instead of giving it to the Usos, giving them one more shot. It's got to happen eventually. We've seen the cracks in the bloodline over the last few months. I feel like John said, the Usos are going to cost Roman and Solo the match here. I feel like Solo's probably going to eat the pinfall because tomorrow is 1,000 days for Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion. I don't feel like they're going to have him get pinned on that special day.
Nope.
That's insane.
It's going to be Solo. I know, right?
The man. But
I feel like...
Sorry, but one thing I was wondering, you think Johnny Polo is going to make an appearance?
Johnny Polo?
Yeah. I mean, hell, he was with the original Quebecers. Why not come back and be with the new Quebecers?
I don't think that's going to happen. And
they don't need Johnny Polo. Because wasn't the Mountie one of the originals?
Yes.
Yep.
So we just bring the Mountie back, and he's in that role for the Quebecers.
Anyway, I got KO and Sammy retaining like you guys said. Roman and Solo don't need those titles.
Well, Solo has a title.
Maybe. Rumor has it Roman's supposed to be defending the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the next two premium live events after Night of Champions. So
I'll believe it when I see it.
I know, right? That is rumored to be the main event, by the way. Hopefully it doesn't end up being. We'll get into the other match later, but this match is rumored to be the main event right now. We lost him again. All right. Moving on past through this Night of Champions show really quick. You got the man, Becky Lynch, versus the GOAT, Trish Stratus.
So, I don't think this is going to be a one and done. I think this is going to be a few match pay-per-view. So I need to preference that before I say what I'm going to say. And I think, and this hurts me to say, winning in Saudi is going to be Trish Stratus.
Nothing more, just picking Trish Stratus, huh?
Yeah, because I can't even explain why I'm doing it. I just feel like it's going to be Trish winning this first match.
What do you got, Eddie?
Well, my fantasy is just happening with this match. You know, so in my opinion, good luck to both of them.
So what I'm hearing is Ed is the winner.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah. Like, I ain't picking. I'm going to be like cheering for both of them, be like, yes. Because Trish is bringing back that old 1999 look, and Becky's doing what she did. She's big time, so basically, I don't care. I just love both of them. So I'm going to pick myself as the winner. So, so let's just go with that.
Fair enough. This one is tough because this match is rumored to take place at SummerSlam as well here in Detroit. Here in Michigan. So yeah, like you said, John, I don't feel like this is going to be a one and done. I'm agreeing with you. I got Trish Stratus winning this match by hook or by crook. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a fair win, but
I mean, and Lita is in Saudi with her.
Is she?
Yeah, there was a Twitter. Well, I could have sworn there was a post that it looked like it had Lita's hair in it, with her and Trish walking out of something.
Thought I seen a Facebook post with Lita at home yesterday or the day before, but who knows? We'll see. Could you imagine if they have Trish and Lita both as heels, though?
Oh, my God.
You know what that means? Gotta bring Mickie James back.
Right? Becky and Mickie versus Lita and Trish?
Oh, my God.
I'd pay for it.
The second coming of Pretty Mean Sisters.
Some people probably are too young to understand that reference, but we got it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that leaves us with just one match at Night of Champions. The match I feel like should be the main event, whether or not it will be.
Well, it's going to take a half an hour just for Seth Rollins to get out there.
I know, right? Seth freaking Rollins and the phenomenal AJ Styles one-on-one in the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament to determine a new world champion.
I mean, let's be realistic here. It's a Raw title. It should be a Raw superstar. However, you know how we are with the women's division. Could we make that phenomenal mistake and put the title on AJ Styles? No. Because let me tell you, this is going to happen. Ron's going to win the title, and then we're finally going to get it, because I want it to happen. Drew McIntyre's returning, going heel, and attacking Rollins after the match and the show.
Nice. I like that booking.
Thank you.
What you got, Eddie?
Yeah, I got the same thing. You got to go with the man in the hour, Seth Rollins, and with Drew McIntyre coming back. Yeah, I mean, it's a no-doubter. I mean, you don't want to put another title on a SmackDown guy. It's like, what, another title for Roman to win? No. I mean, it needs to stay on Monday Night Raw.
So before I go into my pick fully, the reason I say this should be the main event tomorrow night is they don't want this to feel like it's a secondary prize, so as to speak, or a lesser title. How do you put it anywhere else on the card and not make it feel like that?
You can't.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. That means this match should be the main event. This is supposed to be the workhorse championship, pretty much. I mean, no offense to the Intercontinental and Championship being the workhorse title, but that's kind of how Triple H preferenced the World Heavyweight Championship in this whole tournament. So if you want to make it prestigious, you want to make it that big of a deal that it's on the same level as Roman's undisputed WWE Universal Championship, then this needs to be the main event of Night of Champions. Point blank, period. And all that leading into my pick is same as you guys. I got Seth freaking Rollins picking up the win, becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. Nothing against AJ Styles, and I'd love to see AJ as a champion again sometime soon. But you can't go against Seth Rollins. He's just too hot right now, really, for him not to put the title on him.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, the guy had, over in the UK, 16 minutes straight of the crowd singing his song to him. So, how much over can you get than that?
Can't.
No,
exactly.
Man, that's how long it was? 16 minutes?
16 minutes on one of the house shows in the UK. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. That just stood in the middle of the ring as they sang his song.
So what
it should be
to PLEs for the main roster? Is it Money in the Bank and SummerSlam?
Yep, you got it. So Money in the Bank is July 2nd in London. And then SummerSlam August 5th, if I remember correctly. Back in the States. Their first premium live event since WrestleMania in the States. So beyond that, I'm not sure what's after SummerSlam.
And they chose Detroit.
Yep. They chose the Motor City.
What were they thinking?
Well, at least it's in Ford Field. No problem. They sold a lot of tickets already, so.
Roman Reigns versus Eminem for the undisputed title.
Yeah, sure.
I'm bringing that title back to the 8 Mile.
Logan Paul is supposed to be involved in Money in the Bank, by the way, in SummerSlam and both.
Oh, wow.
Why?
There's rumors.
And he's supposed to be. Go ahead, Eddie.
There's rumors going around that Triple H and the uppers are talking about having Dominic Mysterio win Money in the Bank.
I don't think he's going to win. He's supposed to be in it, supposedly.
That's Otis winning all over again. No.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, even Logan Paul being in the Money in the Bank matches.
Come on.
There's other guys that could be in it.
Well, there's rumors that he's supposed to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, so
No,
don't be surprised.
God.
I'd be okay with it if we get.
To clarify for anybody who doesn't know,
I'd be okay with the match. With Logan Paul being there, if Logan Paul and Ricochet with ladders outside the arena, we recreate that Royal Rumble moment at Money in the Bank.
nice. That would be incredible. Just to clarify for anybody who doesn't know, tomorrow, Saturday, May 27th, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is when the pre-show, or the kickoff show, if you will, starts for Night of Champions. The main show starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Now, moving on that to the other WWE Premium Live event this weekend, NXT BATTLEGROUND. The first match we'll discuss the NXT Heritage Cup match. You got Dragon Lee in his second, I guess, technically, NXT Premium Live event showing, going up against the Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar, the Heritage Cup. Anybody who doesn't know the Heritage Cup rules, make sure I got it right on here. Yeah, it doesn't tell you there. Pretty sure it's 6 rounds, 3 minutes each. You win by a pinfall or submission, then you can win a round. Whoever best 2 or 3 falls out of it. A disqualification can happen, countouts. I think disqualification causes the end of the match, actually, though. So, and then the title would change hands if Noam Dar is the one to get disqualified, for that matter. I could see something like this starting the show, but it could be in the middle of the show too. What do you guys got?
I want to say Dragon. I absolutely want to say Dragon Lee. But there's just something that's telling me Noam Dar is going to just weasel his way out with that cup. So, going Noam Dar for the retain.
That Eddie.
Yeah, can anybody confirm if Vince Russo is doing Tough Enough? The Brawl for All 2.0? I swear.
Nope.
I swear this is like it's like deja vu back of the Brawl for. I'm afraid Bart Gunn might come out with boxing gloves. I gotta go with Noam Dar.
Oh, 2 of you picking him. So what I'm gonna say out of this, I mean, the build up to it, Nathan Frazier has been very much involved in as well, because Nathan Frazier's had his issues with Noam Dar over in NXT UK, and I mean, Frazier did beat Noam Dar this past week on NXT. However, I could see Nathan Frazier coming out there and actually costing Dragon Lee the match and turning heel here. Call me crazy, but we've seen things like that happen before, and I think that maybe that's where he's actually going to go, and we're going to have a different character from Nathan Frazier going forward as he aligns himself with his former enemy, Noam Dar.
Well, I will say this. Just looking at the poster, it's like the Walmart version of Johnny Gargano versus the Costco version of Sin Cara.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I mean, I'm not sure I could compare Noam Dar to Johnny Gargano, but okay.
Well, actually, if you look at the face, it looks like if Gargano and Waller had a baby.
I think I can see that. All right. Anyway, we all 3 got Noam Dar retaining his Heritage Cup there. Whoops, wrong way. Apparently. I can get that on the picture. There we go. That'll work. Next match. NXT Tag Team titles on the line. You got the Creed brothers going up against Gallus for the NXT Tag Team titles. Joe Coffey, I'm sure, will be in Gallus's corner. The Creed brothers actually turned down Stax's offer to be in their corner.
Gosh, the tag division. I think we're getting new champions.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why I feel that way. Just gut feeling, maybe.
Maybe.
But I'm saying that it's not going to be Stax. But I feel like there's going to be someone there that we're not expecting. to kind of help keep the match more of a fair fight. And for that reason alone, I'm saying Creed brothers are your new champions.
Interesting. What you got, Eddie?
Mine's just a little different. I see who was it, Joe Coffey, the brother from Dallas. Yeah, Joe Coffey's good. Coffey's going to be ejected from the ring, and then Stacks is going to come out and cost the Creed brothers the match.
Yep, I actually agree with Eddie on that. I think Stacks is going to end up costing the match. I also feel like with the storyline that Stacks is in right now, it's going to end up being revealed that he's the one that's dropping the dime, so to speak, on the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, and you don't do that to the family. That's the wrong thing you do.
But I feel like that's the way they're going to end up going with this. I agree with Eddie. We got Gallus retaining the NXT tag team titles here. I mean, I like your thinking too, John, and your option, but we'll see. It could go either way.
Right.
Next. This match should be pretty good. You got the triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. The big strong boy, Tyler Bate, Joe Gacy, and of course the champ, Wes Lee. The longest reigning North American champion behind you.
Wow.
It's going to be kind of a hot take because Joe Gacy's been getting in the head and causing this rift.
Yep.
And I think Joe Gacy is gonna think he's gonna steal it right here because Wesley and Tyler Bate can't deal with each other. But in the end, I think there's gonna be a cardiac kick, and Wesley retains.
Wow. Interesting. Eddie?
I have to go with Joe Gacy becoming the new North American champion. I don't know. Right now, with Wesley and Tyler Bates, with them arguing, someone's gonna get knocked out, kicked, and sorry to Wesley, but Joe Gacy is gonna capitalize and bring that title back home to where he thinks it belongs. So, yeah, I got Joe Gacy.
Well, you got three individuals in this match. You got three of us, and you got three different answers. So I'm going with the big, strong boy, Tyler Bate. I feel like, yes, Gacy's gotten in their heads, and I think you're going to see either you're going to see a cardiac kick to Gacy, and Bate will get rid of Wesley and hit the Tyler driver on Gacy to get the win, or just something to that effect. I feel like Tyler Bate's going to end up pinning Gacy anyways, and then it'll lead to actually Tyler Bate one-on-one with Wesley going forward at some point. So
I'm surprised we're not in. I'm surprised we're not in a triple threat match.
Right?
Like, what do you mean you don't like my pick? Yeah.
We know we're entitled to our own opinions.
Yeah, no. John, we're coming for that TikTok championship.
Yeah, really.
I don't know who this John is that you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shazam.
This is probably going to be the hardest hitting match of the weekend, in my opinion. You got Ilya Dragunov versus Dijak in a last man standing match. And man, oh man, if you didn't see NXT this past week, watch the end of the show and see what these two men did to each other, because they tore into each other and it was incredible. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, no offense to Dijak. That's one strong dude.
Right.
But my boy Ilya is on a whole nother psychotic, crazy freaking level. There's no way he is not winning this match. I'm going Dragunov.
What you got, Eddie?
I got two scenarios. I got the first one, I see Dragunov winning. But in the second one, I have him that they beat the snot out of one another, and the match ends in a double, double count. They both can't answer the 10 count.
I was kind of thinking along those same lines.
If Shawn Michaels is booking this, you'd be like, I remember him and Triple H did that match at the Royal Rumble, and they both couldn't answer the 10 count. That was right. I think that was right before WrestleMania 20.
Yeah. And it was. So if they actually have a winner, then I would agree. I'd go with Dragunov. But
Yeah.
I could see that happening where neither one of them can. They beat each other so much that neither one of them can answer the 10 count.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've seen at the end of NXT all the damage they did to each other, and yet still both guys were up before you would have gotten to a 10 count. And there's going to be less limitations on them come Battleground. So they can do whatever the hell they want, wherever they want. And that brings us to the finals of the NXT Women's Championship Tournament. You got Lyra Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton. John's already got 2 thumbs down.
Yeah.
You want somebody else to take that one first, John?
Huh?
I said, did you want somebody else to take that one first?
Yeah, because
I'll take it. Me and John talked about this yesterday. We already know who's going to win this match, and it's Tiffany Stratton. There is no way that what that chick's name's going to win, because we know it's Tiffany Stratton, and I'm like, oh, all right, we already know what's going to happen, because it's been planned since last time she had a title shot. She was supposed to win, but like you said, Tony, it was like that last one. Indy Hartwell got injured.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good luck to her photography, and best of luck of having the title for a month, and somebody else takes it off of you.
Jeez. 1 month reign, huh?
Yeah.
It'd be easier to talk about if it was only going to be a 1 month reign. I feel like this is going to be a monstrous reign. I'm thinking at least 4 or 5 months for Stratton holding the title.
Oh, God.
4 or 5 unbearable months.
Yeah.
And
Nero's 2.0?
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, I just want Nikita back. Okay, this is bogus.
Yeah, so I would rather see Lyra Valkyria win, but yeah, I agree. I got Tiffany winning the match and winning the title here. Like you mentioned, Eddie, she was supposed to be the one to win if Indy couldn't have gotten back in there. But speaking of Roxanne, we've seen her get attacked by this mystery person that's been attacking people. Who do you two, if you have an opinion, think is underneath that mask that's been attacking the women's division?
Well, based on the size, it's got to be one of three people. Ava Raine from the Schism, a returning Nikita, or Wendy Chu.
Those two wouldn't make sense.
Who said they had to make sense?
True. It could be somebody else making a return, too. There's been rumors that they might bring her back.
Are we thinking the same person?
Well, she's a little toxic. Let's put it that way.
Oh, please hope it is. NXT was so much better with her.
Wow, can you imagine somebody actually saying that, John, about a year or two ago? That NXT was or any division was better with Mandy Rose in it?
The only person saying that was what? Corey Graves for the longest time?
I know, right?
The goddess.
Well, Corey Graves thought the storyline with Mandy and Otis was disgusting. Now, but yeah, I got Wendy Chu, and Wendy Chu, maybe add Cora J to that.
Yeah, I could see Cora potentially, but
yeah,
whoever it is, hopefully we'll find out sooner than later.
Yeah, I don't want to see Nikita because she needs to come back and take the title from Tiffany Stratton.
She just needs to go to Raw and whip Zoe Stark's ass.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. I'm still salty about that shit.
So you're still salty. Zoe Stark's going to be a huge player on Raw, might I add.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she gets injured.
You would. Jeez, John. All right. Main event time for NXT Battleground. The rematch for the NXT Championship. You got Bron Breakker versus Carmelo Hayes.
Tony, why don't you start this one?
Oh, you're going to have you start this one, huh?
No.
I think it's only fair with your boy.
I got to go with him retaining the NXT Championship here. Melo's walking out still NXT Champion. Bron Breakker will take him to the limit, come very close to winning it, but Carmelo's still retaining the title.
Melo is retaining because he's going to be smarter and outsmart the dumb jock.
One way to put it. What do you got, Eddie?
Well, we all know that the fake booty daddy is not going to win. So, he could say holla if you hear him, but he's not going to win. We got to go with Carmelo.
Got to go with the champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him giving a third title reign to Breakker. I feel like they wanted him to work on this new heel version of Bron Breakker. So I kind of feel like he'll lose here, and maybe we'll see actually show up on SmackDown not too long after Battle. But we'll see. And for NXT Battleground, that takes place Sunday, of course, on Peacock, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time as he's there. That's not the only show Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Yes. I don't know if I'll get pictures as well for this show, but I'm going to try it and find out here. Of course, besides NXT Battleground. By the way, this isn't something they do very often, and Shawn Michaels said in a press conference or whatever phone call you want to call it, it's not something that they plan on doing as far as he knows in the future, having their show go up against AEW's pay-per-views. So, but all right. Yeah, I don't care about Rampage. And I know it's not on tonight at 10. It's on at like midnight. It's Fanfest. But yeah, it's something to talk about here, but they got 9 match on the card. So I might have to go somewhere else besides their website to find pictures for the matches. Oh, whoa, surprising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only got 8 of the 9 matches, really? All right. Well, I guess I can't do it that way, though. See if you let me do it. Nope, won't let me do that either. Was there anything else that either one of you guys think will be a surprise at either one of the two shows before while I'm looking into getting this going, so there's not dead air here?
Which one are we talking about? Like AEW or anything?
Just from since we're not on Double or Nothing quite yet, from WWE's Night of Champions or from NXT.
Well, it's gonna be nice. Well, it's in Jeddah, so that's gonna. I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see what the crowd's gonna do if Jeddah could top them singing Seth Rollins' song.
Yeah.
I just thought of some more possible mystery attackers.
Yeah.
Electra Lopez.
Oh, yeah, she can.
And who's that surfer chick that's in NXT?
She's already been attacked.
So
And she's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the first one to
She
attack.
is. Nah, Nikita, what?
Because isn't she out with an ACL injury?
This goes back even further than what you're thinking, John.
Oh.
That is how they explained her ACL injury. Her and Wendy Chu both got attacked by this hooded figure, supposedly.
Yeah.
I thought I found something, but that didn't end up working, so we're going to look somewhere else. It was just videos instead of pictures that I wanted, and it's not going to show me anything either.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Electra Lopez I could see potentially being... What are you saying, Eddie?
I'm trying to think of somebody else. Like, yeah, Electra Lopez, definitely. I could see her being one of the culprits. I'm just trying to go down the list to see if anybody else,
Right. I might just have to go to their Twitter page, because their Twitter page probably does have...
I'm just trying... Oh, man. If it is Wendy Chu, that will be a big shock. Ooh. Who is that girl, the NXT girl, the one that used to dress like a schoolgirl and come out with this weird colored thing. She was Japanese. I forgot what her name was. She was in NXT for a while, and they stopped using her. She had it was like a pendant she had on her chest every time she came out. Syra, I forgot her name. Damn.
Oh, Saray.
Yeah.
No, she's no longer in the company.
Hey, they could bring her back for a one-off.
You never know. Come on.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, trying to figure.
What are the chances it's someone that we're like totally overlooking?
Yeah. Well, we know it's not Mercedes Monet. You know.
It's possible.
What about Ivy?
No. She's a bit injured.
I'm literally just.
Oh, that would be interesting. Right? But I don't think Ivy would make sense when you look at the stature of the person that attacked Roxanne.
Well, then who
No
would the
offense,
stature benefit? Like,
I don't know. I just feel like it was a little bit maybe taller than what Ivy is. But.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't been on in the women's division? Who hasn't been on TV that much?
Nikita.
Yeah, but it would look strange for her to. Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know. It's got to be one of them two.
Blair Davenport.
From what I seen yesterday, still hasn't decided that she moved to the U.S. and be part of NXT.
What about Lash Legend?
Whether or not that's true, who knows? But what about her?
Could it be her?
I doubt it, but
oh my God, Tegan Knox.
have Tegan Knox go to NXT?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it's somebody from the main roster. Maybe it's somebody from the main roster.
Maybe. If I just type in and just look at the images here, that'll show me.
That would be a good thing to see somebody from the main roster that is not doing anything.
Right? Here, I'm going to type it in.
Oh, what about you haven't seen is Aaliyah.
It's true. We haven't seen Aaliyah in a long time.
Last time you saw her and Raquel lost the tag team championships.
Right? That's how I'll have to do it. I don't need the video, though. I just need the picture.
Nah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see who the person ends up being, anyways.
No, yeah.
Fill in time.
It's Brandy Rhodes.
Well, maybe. Stranger things happen, I suppose.
You could always bring Awesome Kong back.
The
All right, so here's the first match we're going to discuss for AEW Double or Nothing. The ladder match for the AEW TNT Championship. You got Christian Cage, of course, the master of the ladder match, with Luchasaurus in his corner going up against Wardlow with Double A Arn Anderson in his corner. The TNT title.
Okay. I really don't want to do this to Wardlow, but you got to go with experience. What? This is Wardlow's what? Second ladder match?
Second or third, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the he won the other one he was in.
Yeah, so I got to go with Captain Charisma.
The instant classic, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
I think Wardlow is going to win this. Because with ladder matches, not always the obvious one you think. It's usually that person that's like, oh, they really don't think they're going to have a shot against this person. When in reality, that's probably going to be the winner. So I'm going Wardlow.
Good pick to go with. See, this one I'm kind of torn on because, as you mentioned, that this is the type of match that Christian is synonymous with. But and he's also got Luchasaurus in his corner. But Wardlow's proven what he can do with the ladders before too. So, do you have Wardlow lose another title reign kind of quickly? I mean, Christian hasn't held a title in a long time though either, so it's a tough one to pick. I think Wardlow retains. That's what I'm going to go with. I feel like they want to give him a decent reign compared to the very brief reign that he just had his last time when Powerhouse Hobbs turned on. Powerhouse Hobbs destroyed him pretty much with help from QT and screwed him out of the title, which he'd get his revenge on. So,
yep, and you don't want Arn Anderson pulling out the guns.
Yeah. I mean, Luchasaurus could potentially turn on Christian here too. You never know. So
yeah,
he's gonna play some part in this match, whether or not it's a good part or a bad part, we'll see. Hey, I'm glad they got that picture there. All right. Next, discuss the loads here. 21 men will battle Battle Royale. Oh, I didn't have that on there right. For the AEW International Championship, as my ticker's not wanting to work right here. There we go. If you can't tell who all the 21 men are, I'll lead off here real quick. You got the Butcher and the Blade, who of course seem to be in pretty much every battle royal. Bandito, Commander, Big Bill, Lee Moriarty, Tony Nese, Ari Daivari, the Best Friends, Kip Sabian, the Lucha Bros, Swerve, Brian Cage, Ricky Stocks, Bullet Club Gold, Keith Lee, Dustin Rhodes, and of course champion Orange Cassidy. Bullet Club Gold being Juice Robinson and Jay White. All of them going at it in a battle royal for the international title. My question is are they going to do this kind of like how they've done the previous battle royals in Las Vegas, where you'll have them come out by cards and then have a Joker at the end, or is it all 21 men going in the same ring at once? Is this not considered the casino battle royal? I don't know, but nonetheless, who do you guys got winning this, walking out as AEW International Champion?
I got Orange Cassidy.
I think John pretty much just confirmed that that's his pick too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I feel like the last person that's going to be in the ring with him. Let me see who's in. Last person I think that will be in the ring with him will be the Switchblade. Will be the Switchblade.
I think it's going to come down to Cassidy and Lee.
Oh, Keith Lee, really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
So you think that, John, it's going to be Keith Lee and, Orange Cassidy, but I feel like if it is, you're going to have Swerve Strickland interfere.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Because I think Keith Lee's going to eliminate Strickland.
Yeah.
And Strickland's going to do the whole, like what Hogan did to Sid Vicious, or whatever the hell he was at the time, Psycho Sid or whatever, back in the 92 Royal Rumble. And Cassidy's going to dump Keith Lee out, just like,
right.
Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, woo! Did it to Sid.
Yeah.
Back in 92.
Yep.
Nice. To me, it's Orange has had a great run as champion. I'd love to see it end, but man, this group of people they got in this battle royal, there's just so many rivalries intertwined in it that I feel like there's no one specific they could pull out of these 20 other men to have go forward in a rivalry with Orange Cassidy. But I am going to actually pick another guy to win this match besides Orange. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with the Switchblade. Jay White winning this match. Jay White and Juice Robinson have had the number of Ricky starts over the last couple weeks for the most part. I mean, yes, Ricky beat Juice, but still, Bullet Club Gold's gotten the better of him. And I feel like this is going to lead into kind of a combination of Ricky and Orange Cassidy working together to face Bullet Club Gold going forward.
Is it Blackjack 21?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said there's 20 in here, right?
20 contenders and then the champion. There's 21 men.
You don't think it will be an extra person that nobody knows about?
There's already 21 men listed for the match.
Yeah, but Tony Khan, he might add somebody else in there.
Possible.
What happened if somebody gets injured and he says, well, this person got injured, there's a mystery entrance.
Yeah,
what about Kyle O'Reilly?
I think we might see Kyle O'Reilly during this show, but I don't think it'll be here.
But yeah, Switchblade is off.
But
good pick.
Another one that you think about that could possibly be a dark horse of the competition, Bandito.
Possibly. I mean, he is a former Ring of Honor World Champion, so.
Yeah.
And him and Orange have worked together a little bit lately. So who knows? But yeah, Eddie, like you were saying, they could always pull that and have a mystery person end up being in there too, and that mystery person could end up winning it too. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be somebody returning, or it could be somebody debuting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this one I'm gonna find a picture for. Yeah, I don't think I will. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about, I'm not going to bother putting a picture up because they don't have an official picture on there. They're going to keep that picture up there. That's up there at the moment. Because technically this match hasn't fully been made until Rampage airs. Because there's a change to it. But we got a 6-man tag team match. You got the Hardys. And it was supposed to be Isaiah Cassidy. But it's actually going to be Isaiah's out from the injury. Tag team partner of the Hardys will be Hook, going up against Ethan Page and the Guns. The stipulation for the the trios match. I know that's a 6-man tag there, but this is AEW. They do trios matches. If the Hardys win and Hook win, then Matt Hardy gains control of Ethan Page's contract.
I see it's going to be a deletion, because it's going to be reversed, because Ethan Page had Hardy's contract. So now let's just flip it and give Hardy Ethan Page's contract and make him do stuff like that. So I see the Hardys and Hook winning.
You got John.
I 100% agree with that. Hardys and Hook are going to win it.
Yeah, I also agree.
Is it this Jeff Hardy's first pay-per-view in a while?
Yes. It's his first pay-per-view in a couple of years, probably close to 2 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see the Hardys losing here. All right, moving on. Next match, to me, will be the P break of the show.
Yep.
Taya Valkyrie versus Jade Cargill for the TBS Championship. Taya next.
So can we just all count to 3 and say who's going to win this match?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Taya Valkyrie.
Yes. This reign has to end here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jade stunk up this division long enough. They need to put the strap on Taya. The Road to Valhalla, or whatever she calls her version of Jaded, or the Glam Slam, if you want to be technical, isn't banned this time around. So I feel like Taya's got to hit that move, pin Jade, move on from there.
All the Bull Mikado move,
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right. What do we got next? And the next match, once I get it up here, get rid of that. The only reason I'll watch any of that TBS title match is just to hopefully see the title change at the end of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, oh, there we go. Apparently this is the page I should have used all along. Oops, I had the wrong one up there. Let's remove that. I want that one. I want that one. Get it together. There we go. The next match to talk about is a little more worth talking about. You got Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal going up against FTR for the AEW World Tag Team titles with Mark Briscoe as the special guest referee. Of course, I'm sure Karen Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Sonjay Dutt will be at ringside as well for this one.
Yeah. Can we all give Jarrett an applause for that Briscoe slap that he got and all that? Like, come here, man. Oh my God. When I saw it, I'm like, man, he sold that like a champ. But he won't be champion at this pay-per-view. Long as that you keep that JARR, double T, then double J, you ain't gonna win these tag team titles because your partner's gonna turn on you. Because it looks like it's gonna be Lethal and Briscoe maybe teaming up to go after FTR's tag team titles.
That could be interesting.
So I got FTR retaining, but man, what a slap. Like,
right.
I got to give it up to that, man. That was the best fake slap I ever saw. He didn't even hit him, and Jarrett was like, "Oh, I gotta improvise." Well, he improvised pretty well.
Right. Let's do some interesting one. What do you got, John?
I'm going FTR. I mean, like Eddie said, I feel like it's going to end up being Briscoe and Lethal taking on FTR for the titles.
I can see that potentially happen. I mean, Mark Briscoe did kind of get in everybody's face on this past week's Dynamite, but the only one he actually stopped and really had words for and didn't slap or do anything to was Jay Lethal. He told him he's had enough of this BS, and Jay needs to wake up pretty much. I don't know that we'll see a turn during the match. Maybe something happens afterwards. But yes, I agree with you guys. FTR is walking out still an AEW World Tag Team Champions. Mark Briscoe will play a bit of a part, I feel like, in this match, but not a big part. As I know you're seeing me scroll. The next match to discuss got a little more interesting this past week. Unsanctioned. We got Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole. Thank you. I was waiting for somebody. Waiting on John, but in an unsanctioned match, it says Sabu's a special enforcer, but they kept saying on TV that Sabu will just be in Adam Cole's corner along with Roderick Strong. So which one it is, I don't know. But Sabu will be there.
I don't think even Sabu knows what he's doing.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Can we just say that in this whole reveal of Sabu, the instant reaction change on Jericho's face,
right?
Priceless.
It was. I think Sabu was probably the last person that Jericho thought Adam Cole would find to help him out.
Oh yeah. I mean, poor Jericho. He went from getting Mr. Softy in his face now to Sabu. I mean, you go from ice cream, Mr. Softy ice cream to a suicidal, genocidal, homicidal in Sabu. Way to go, Adam Cole.
Yeah. Should be a fun match nonetheless here. A lot of hatred for Adam towards Chris after what Chris orchestrated to have happen to Britt in front of Adam in Britt's hometown, might I add. I We've talked a little bit about this. I feel like you mentioned him earlier. I feel like Kyle O'Reilly's going to play a big part in this match. I think he returns here at Double or Nothing. He's going to help his brother in arms, Adam Cole, pick up the win here. Because Adam needs a huge pay-per-view win since it's his first pay-per-view back. So. What do you got, John?
Well, I feel like Cole's winning 100%. But there's this little voice in my head right now saying, what if Sabu costs Cole the match? That really there was a ruse between Jericho and Sabu the entire time.
I mean, Chris could be that smart, so.
I mean, not really. He dressed up as a Dino Bride on a singing show. He ain't that smart.
Right.
But just because it's like nudged in my head, I'm going to say Jericho wins this.
Okay. What do you got, Eddie?
I'm going to add to that. Jericho's going to win, and then this is going to continue until Blood and Guts, where there'll be a big cage match to send this off.
You know, I could see 3 different rivalries right now in AEW going into a Blood and Guts match. Honestly. 2 of them guys, one of them's a woman.
Yeah, I think the Outcast versus the original AEW ladies, and then Jericho and Adam Cole.
I could see one other match going into a Blood and Guts eventually, though, too.
What? Ethan Page and Matt Hardy?
Hell no. No, another match we'll get into later in the show. I'll tell you when we get to it. All right. And we got Toni Storm getting her rematch finally against Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship. So let me preface this by saying I have seen the reports out that Jamie is going into this match already injured.
And she's fighting a WWE person.
Through that.
We know the track record with this. However, I think Jamie will use it to her advantage with the injury and just use it as a bait. And I think Jamie retains.
Interesting. But yeah, Eddie.
I see Jamie retaining because just retaining, and afterwards she celebrated, and then Thunder Rosa comes out. The woman that never lost the title wants it back.
Yeah, it could happen.
But this is a different Thunder Rosa. This is a heel Thunder Rosa that shocks everybody in the arena, that she turns and becomes I never lost the title. They took it from me. And then you have a big match between Hayter and Thunder Rosa for the title.
Okay. I could take that even a step further. I mean, Thunder Rosa could always join up with the Outcasts, for that matter. So
That's true, too.
she's not technically an AEW original.
Yeah.
I mean, they could bill her as that if they want to, but really, she came in from NWA and other promotions. So
Man, that would be a big coup, man. Have Thunder Rosa part of the Outcasts. Oh.
I don't know. I see your guys' point of view, but I just feel like with the injury and things I've seen, I kind of feel like Toni Storm's picking up the win here and getting an actual reign as AEW Women's World Champion instead of interim World Champion. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with Toni Storm winning, though. Buzz. All right, next match. This would be the match I was referring to that could happen in Blood and Guts at some point. Anarchy in the arena. You got the newly reformed Elite. All 4 members, Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, going up against the Blackpool Combat Club. Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Wheeler Yuta.
Okay, first of all, we need to get this out because someone's not in the chat and is letting us down. We're talking about his favorite people in the whole wrestling universe.
I know, right?
So, Busta, you're failing.
Yep. For shame.
Now, I'm conflicted in this match because you got. I'm changing the names of these groupings right here just to give you a little fun. You got the freaking brawling badasses taking on the crybabies.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there.
Wow.
And there's no one in the chat to give me crap about it this time. All right, so I think the crybabies come out on top here.
Interesting.
There'll be shenanigans.
Well, duh, it's Anarchy in the arena.
Exactly. There's going to be lots of shenanigans. There's going to be so many shenanigans, someone's going to get pistol for using the word. But I'm going the Crybabies Elite.
What do you got, Eddie?
We know it's going to be a lot of blood spill. You know. Yeah, and then Moxley most likely. I gotta go with the Elite Blackpool Combat Club, the new Elite.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like Omega and Hangman and the Bucks, but they haven't really gelled until 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah. It need more time to. You can't just say, "Hey, yo, we're gonna win a match." Hey, we're the executives. You know. I see that. Mox and that group's gonna win because apparently Tony Khan's gonna be like, "Oh look, it's WWE guys and Wheeler against our guys." So yeah, I got the Blackpool Combat Club.
So I got to be the tiebreaker here. As I mentioned, I could see this rivalry going into Blood and Guts. With that being said, I feel like you're going to see the Blackpool Combat Club get the win here with maybe a little help from a new member joining the group. And the Elite will have to go and find themselves a fifth member for potential blood and guts match in the future. But I got the Blackpool Combat Club picking up the win. I mean, that could be. There's so many different guys.
Is the Kentensei the guy that they stabbed with the G's?
I was gonna say it could be Konosuke Takeshita. I mean, he's aligned with Don Callis, and Callis just turned on Kenny, so could be him. It could be anybody, really. Blackpool Combat Club's had their eyes on other superstars too. So in the past, you never know.
CM Punk.
Well, he will be returning soon. So,
what about?
Could you imagine if it ends up being him?
That would be insane.
I have maybe
it makes sense, but
I got a spoiler. Maybe somebody I think that just came back. Nero.
Yeah.
Joining the Blackpool Combat Club.
That would be interesting.
That'd be WWE and Wheeler.
Right.
Can we laugh about the video that went viral about there was the whole glitch on AEW, and then all of a sudden the internet was freaking out? It was Bray Wyatt going all elite.
Crazy bastards thinking that Bray Wyatt's going anywhere.
Exactly.
What? No.
I mean, there is rumors that another former WWE guy could potentially show up in AEW sooner rather than later, but a guy whose contract just ran up not that long ago at the beginning of the year, I guess, technically. But
you mean that one guy from that one place?
Yeah. He was way over, more so in an old company than he was in WWE, in my opinion. Anywho, leave that where we will. To the main event we go. We got the Four Pillars match, the Fatal 4-Way for the AEW World Championship. Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, all challenging for the BBB, Triple B, held by MJF. The devil himself.
Okay. So let's just start right here. This is going to be a freaking amazing match.
But duh.
It's going to be so amazing that I'm going to hate the words coming out of my mouth.
I bet you will.
At the end of the match, no, it's not your new, because that'd be pretty simple. It's still champion MJF. He's going to do something to keep it. He's going to be shady as hell like he always is. And he's going to come out with that belt still.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I have MJF retaining the title. You know, yeah, I don't see Sammy or Jungle Boy or, Darby winning it. It's going to be MJF.
I mean, I'm quite surprised. I actually seen last night, I think it was on Facebook, MJF's actually the one behind this whole story. He wanted this Four Pillars rivalry to happen. He went to Tony Khan about it, apparently, which I'm kind of surprised by. And in a good way, though, because this makes sense. This match makes sense because they've always, since the beginning of AEW, considered these four men as the Four Pillars. And correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't I over the last couple months predicted this match to happen?
Yeah.
Yes, you have predicted this match to happen.
Oh, thank you. Just wanted to point that out. But
oh, zip it.
We went a long way to get here, as it was originally supposed to be one-on-one Sammy versus MJF. But yes, I predicted that this match would happen. It is going to happen. It's going to be amazing. Darby will do crazy ass Darby stuff. Sammy will do crazy ass stuff. Jack will do crazy ass stuff. Not quite as crazy as the other two, but still, Jack will do Jack stuff. And MJF will be the technical wrestler of the four. Did those words just come out of my mouth?
Yes, they did.
I know, right? But it's the truth. He is going to be the most technical wrestler in this match out of these four guys. Surprising to say. He's had 2 really good matches in this reign, counting the match that he won the title in over Moxley, and then that Iron Man match with Bryan. I agree with both of you, though. That title's not going anywhere right now. MJF is still going to find his way to retain the title and beat all 3 of these other pillars in this match. The show will end with MJF standing tall with that title up, but I don't know that that will be the last image you'll see at Double or Nothing. I think we get a return for CM Punk after the match, with the debut of Collision coming in Chicago here in June. That'll be the next feud, will be MJF and CM Punk, since Punk never lost the AEW World title. That's my main prediction for that, anyway.
Yep, on the new adventures of WCW Saturday Night.
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. WCW's Saturday Nitro. Like, really? You couldn't get a better color?
Right? It's obviously a complete ripoff of Nitro with their design for it. But.
Well, they can't bring back Eric Bischoff because he hates them.
I know, right?
Yeah, like,
That's a pivot.
Wonder what Larry Sabisco's doing.
Larry Zbyszko shit.
Yeah, be like, welcome to Collision. What the hell am I doing here?
Right.
It'll
be interesting to see.
I can't wait to see the set if they copy Nitro's set.
Right? That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who they go with for commentary for Collision, too, because I've heard they haven't decided yet on who they're going to do that.
You gotta go with Tony Schiavone.
JR wants to be on there, I know.
You could do Tony Schiavone and JR.
Actually, I think they'll probably go 3 because I've heard Tony Khan is a big fan of Veda Scott on commentary, so I wouldn't be surprised if they end up putting her on there.
Oh, yeah.
What about a Taz?
I think they'll leave Taz on Dynamite, honestly.
Okay.
I think it'll be Excalibur, Taz, and Tony staying on Dynamite, and probably he'll get 3 new people on Collision. JR and Veda Scott, and maybe Nigel. He is in AEW too, so.
Oh my God, yes. I forgot about Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah. I could see him doing that. Because he's not working much about it.
Long as that it's not Big Show or Mark Henry.
Right? I mean, Paul does need something to do. They don't have AEW Dark Elevation anymore, but
it's all right. He could sit in the stands just staring at people in his Captain Insano outfit.
That he could.
Have Adam Sandler come out. I could be your water boy.
Right. Right. Yeah, we got pretty good timing in there. Less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was expecting,
you were worried.
I was expecting longer because Kevin was supposedly supposed to be in the comment section with his opinions too, and you know how that goes. Especially if I would have had him on camera, then we would have been here for another hour and a half.
We would have still been on the WWE pay-per-view. We would have had it at the NXT yet.
I know, right? No offense, Kev, but if you're watching this later, we're just having fun with you. All right. But I don't know about you guys. Personally, I already know I'm going to watch Night of Champions tomorrow, and then I'm going to watch NXT on Saturday, or on Sunday, I mean. And then catch AEW some point later.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what the ratings are going to be for pay-per-view buys for NXT and AEW. You know, going head to head. That's shocking, but you know, it's
I'm not sure you can really go by pay-per-view ratings or any of that though, because NXT will be on Peacock, not actually on pay-per-view.
But
Whereas,
you know,
which means NXT is gonna win.
Yeah. There's a lot more people that have Peacock or WWE Network, I'm sure, than people that buy the pay-per-view.
I used to do this back in the 90s. I used to have 2 TVs, one with Nitro and one with Monday Night Raw at the same time. I'm like, oh, wait, can't figure that out.
Yeah, I know there's some people that do that with certain things, but not me. I can't keep focused on one or the other. It's got no, that's too much for me.
Yeah, but when Nitro got born, I said, well, bye. You know, you know.
But yeah, should be a lot of good wrestling for the most part, anyways, this weekend for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good pay-per-view weekend, and that's the only thing we think about. You know, pay-per-views are, you know, AEW, they really love their blood, so you know that's gonna be a lot of bloody matches.
Yep.
You know, but it's gonna be a great weekend.
Agreed. John, since you're wearing her shirt, what do you think of the injury to Liv Morgan? The fact that we're not going to see her for quite a long time, it sounds like.
You just had to ask that question, didn't you?
You wore the shirt, so.
Hold on, John. Before you say something, this is your therapy moment. So, Dr. Eddie and Dr. Tony is here to help you through your difficult times.
I mean, both your girls are out injured, so yep, he's got a point.
I still have a few other that are wrestling, though.
Yeah, you got Gigi.
Well, I got one that's wrestling, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me just sum it up. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, not that they were going to keep the tag titles long anyways. I mean, they're going to lose them shortly.
Right. That's true.
Maybe I need to start liking people like Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton so they can get injured and we don't have to see them for a long time.
Now, John, we don't want you to downgrade. You know, we don't want you to downgrade to has-beens.
Has-beens? How about never was?
Yeah. I'm trying to give them
Louis.
a little props, not too much.
Anywho. Like I said, I had to bring it up. You're wearing the shirt, so
Right.
Well,
I just
we're not
see
going
it.
to give
It's
you
gonna be what they were.
we're not going to give you medication, but we're going to say let's give you 2 Liv Morgans and a hell yeah.
Well, that helps.
Hell yeah.
Whoop, whoop. All right.
I can't wait to get Nikita's shirt.
Be interesting to see who walks out with the women's tag team titles on Raw Monday night. I have a feeling I know who will, but that's not the point.
Yeah, we all know.
There's only one team that's actually viable to walk out as champions.
Yeah, and we know it's not Chelsea Green or Sonya Deville.
Right? I mean, they could be dark horses to win it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
be
they had to be in
realistic
the dark.
here. It's going to be Kaden and Katana.
They're not even in the match.
I know. That's how realistic it's going to be.
They were wondering, they posted on Twitter, like, wondering why they're not in the match, but
I already know who's going to win it. It's going to be the Jumping Bomb Angels.
there's a tag team from the past.
Yeah. Well, it can't be the Glamour Girls.
No. All right. I don't know. We all know it'll be Ronda and Shayna that'll walk out with the tag titles.
Yeah.
No question.
The badass spades.
Nice. I like that name for him.
That will be a great name.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish they would have had tag team titles and the U.S. title on the line at Night of Champions, since originally Night of Champions was supposed to have every title on the line. But as we know, there's another title not on the line either at that show. So
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to defend his title on every show. So what a loser.
no, right? Surprising that he's actually going to be on a show without anything to do with his titles.
Yeah,
let's put his title on a true workhorse. I'm talking about there's only one workhorse that matters. The whatever time, 24/7. See you next Wednesday. 30-time Tuesday. Don't know where the hell, what show I am on Royal Rumble SummerSlam Day. R-Truth.
Yeah, 7-Eleven, I-97. TV US European champion. You know.
Kind of miss R-Truth. Gotta be honest.
I do. Going into a Royal Rumble match is like, where's the briefcase? Wrong show.
Right? My bad.
Yeah.
Anywho. So I think if we don't get in before then, if we get a chance to, I do want to do another show, not that probably the Sunday after Collision debuts, just to talk a little bit about that show. I know we haven't done a whole lot of our WWE AEW review shows, but lately. But I definitely want to get one in once Collision debuts, anyways. After that first show.
You want to do before or after?
Maybe both. We'll see. Depends on how scheduling's looking at that point.
Well, mine will be a little different because if I do it the 23rd before it, my sense would be live from New York.
Yeah.
Because I'm leaving on the 15th of June to go back home to New York, so that'd be pretty cool. Being in the city and doing a live broadcast from there.
Yeah.
You hear about you'll be hearing people like, "Yo, I'm walking here. What are you doing?" You know.
Yo, I'm talking here. Get off your phone.
That's right.
No, but it's gonna be really cool, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be a really wonderful time.
Noise. Yeah, that's still what, 3 weeks away? Yeah. 3 weeks from tomorrow. Debut episode of AEW Collision. So I said I'm thinking Sunday the 18th we'll try to get a show in.
Yeah.
Prediction show wise, obviously the next one will be for Money in the Bank. That one. Did I say the wrong date for Money in the Bank?
Is it July 17th?
No. Let me double check. I think I said July 2nd earlier, but I don't think that's right. Yeah, I was wrong. July 1st, 2023. Money in the Bank in London, England, which is a Saturday. So for that, I mean, they'll have a usual 8 p.m. start time, I'm sure, being from London. Usually they still do. Although they might do earlier in the day. Who knows? For that, we'll probably look at doing a prediction show for Money in the Bank on the June 30th then. The day before. Depending on what time exactly the show will be on the air live on the 1st. I don't recall when NXT's next show is.
Sunday.
After that, I meant. Obviously, the 6th.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah. So the next two prediction shows will be that day, May 30th, probably. Or June 30th, rather. And then probably August 4th-ish. Or early on in the 5th, one or the other. Since August 5th is SummerSlam.
Won't they have Great American Bash or In Your House?
So NXT has announced that on July 4th, they will do Great American Bash. That'll just be a live show on USA Network.
Nice.
AEW wise, after Double or Nothing, is Forbidden Door in June 25th.
Right around the same time the video game comes out.
Actually, yeah, our next prediction show will probably be that weekend. June 24th, maybe, the Saturday before, the day before Forbidden Door. So we might have to do 2 weekends in a row because that's Forbidden Door that weekend, and then the next weekend's Money in the Bank. So it'll be a fun time. Yeah, I already told you what I thought about that video game. I'm not sure if I want to get that or not right now. So
that's why I'm glad it's coming right out on Game Pass so I can try it before I buy it.
Like I said, you'll have to let me know what you think about it.
No,
I don't want to. I mean, it looks to me kind of too arcadey like for my taste. So I'm not sure I want to drop $50-$60 on a video game that looks like that personally, even though it's supposed to be one that they just keep updating and not making a new game every year. But
it reminds me of the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
The WCW versus NWO Revenge games. Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Some people even compared it to No Mercy, but
oh yeah. It only took him 3 years to get it done.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Coming soon for 2 or 3 years, yeah. So
I wish they had a demo so you can play it to see how it is. Because, I'm like you. I don't want to spend so much money on it. Like, okay, I buy it. Give me my money back. It sucks.
Right.
You know?
I mean, I'll do that with WWE video games, but that's because
it's WWE video games.
Yeah. I mean, I heard the crappy reviews for 2K20, and I didn't buy that game because of it. But
what was that video game that they had when COVID came? It wasn't 2K. They had that Battleground,
yeah,
that weird retarded game. I played it like, nope, that's going back.
nice.
I rented it. I said I can't. I don't want to play something that's garbage.
I mean, isn't it times like this where you kind of wish kind of miss Blockbusters because you could go and rent a game and then try it and then return it?
Actually, one of my neighbors had it. One of my neighbors had it. So, yo, let me borrow that. And he says, all right. Like 45 minutes later, I just, all right, you have it. He said, you're not going to get one? Hell no, that's crap.
Nice. It looked way too hokey to me when I seen videos for it.
That's why I play MLB The Show.
Yeah, MLB The Show. Another game where the Yankees won't win shit.
Oh.
I love you so much.
I still haven't forgotten that you took my Guardians out of the playoffs.
They took themselves out years ago.
That's fair.
Yeah. But, John, you still have the Cleveland Browns.
That's not saying much.
I know. There you go. The Cavaliers.
They still play basketball?
Yeah, they do. Hey, you could still remember Rick Vaughn.
Wild Thing.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I love Moxley. Every time that song plays, I'm thinking about Major League, the movie. Like, all right, good. Where's Pedro Serrano?
Probably hitting a bird out the sky and try to give it CPR.
Yeah,
he got no balls.
And then Tanaka.
I got you a giant.
So AEW is technically planning on doing All In one weekend and All Out the next weekend. Okay.
Oh my God.
All In Wembley on August 27th and All Out to be announced on September 3rd.
Yep, and then they're gonna do Fold In.
Followed by the Hokey Pokey.
Yeah.
They throw themselves around?
That's what it's all about.
Well, I'm surprised they're not going to do AEW Presents London Bridges Falling Down.
There's nothing left to fall anymore. Fergie did that like 10 years, 20 years ago.
I know. But it'd be nice to see something at Wembley Stadium since SummerSlam.
Right.
I mean, I remember that match with Brett and the Bulldog, for the Intercontinental title. That's the coolest part about being in that. And then Road Warrior, the Legion of Doom against Money Incorporated, where Hawk should have never been on a motorcycle. What reports I heard about what happened that day with him. Like, how is he riding a motorcycle if he's the way he was?
I can just imagine.
Yeah, and that was the last time that Randy Savage hold the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You want a Slim Jim?
And then the Ultimate Warrior coming out with that sling. Like, what the hell are you wearing, bro, my man?
Good times.
Yeah.
All right. Anywho, I think that's going to wrap us up here then. Went through a little list of the next shows that we can do prediction shows for. Keep up on that. I'll be on here again tomorrow for something else. BTW got their own show that I watch on YouTube, doing a prediction show for their show tomorrow with Busta Boy, as long as he shows up. And I'm sure he will for that one.
Is Cage still fighting?
No.
No? Okay. You're proud I actually know a person?
Well, he fights, just not backyard wrestling anymore.
Okay.
He is all elite. So, just under a mask, and he's been out injured for a few months now.
Wait, who's he on All Elite?
Fuego.
Really? That's Cage?
That's Cage from KBW.
Yeah, because the regular
Damn.
Fago. Yeah, because he's isn't he have a broken foot?
Yeah. He should be back soon. But that's Fuego del Sol.
Damn. All the losses he's getting, he's supposed to be like, wow, okay. Sammy Guevara's best
Little
friend.
alert for anybody who didn't know that. Yeah, he is very good friends with Sammy. And behind the mask. All right. That was my plugs.
Yeah,
Thank you
Tony's
Go ahead.
dark side of the ring.
Yeah,
No.
sure.
Yeah.
I might be able to pull things out of that, but
Yeah.
trust me, I know a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
That's all we'll say. All right. Thank you guys for joining in, though.
All
Always
right.
a great time. Appreciate you coming on. This is where we say sayonara.
Arrivederci.
How you doing?